YouTube was good, yo. It's your boy Bobby.
It's the girl Carissa.
We're coming back at you guys with another video, man. But this time I'm talking about my boy ASAP Rocky. Man, oh man, he's in a whole heap of trouble. I'm gonna tell you right now, the boy going down.
You don't deserve it.
That's why doesn't he deserve it?
He don't deserve it because the guy that was following him literally didn't want to leave him alone. He told him multiple times without putting his hand on him. And security guards are there to do their job, keep, fans away from, the celebrity. And that's what they did. And the person, whatever he is, the Sweden dude, or wherever he went, kept on following him. So I feel like there shouldn't be no wrong. Like, he was only defending himself.
I'm in the middle. Because more so, I'm more not in the middle. Because I think I believe they should have probably let him out. But then, you gotta remember, we're not in the United States. And then when you go outside of the United States, you see how people really, their laws are, how they really treat their people. They don't really treat, we're really in the best country that you could really be in the world. That's why everybody's trying to really come over here. So when you go over there, you should be on your best behavior because you're not a citizen there. Whenever you go anywhere else and you do something wrong and you're not a citizen there, they charge you with the utmost, to the utmost degree. I believe they should have let him go and gave him bail, but they don't have bail in Sweden.
What?
There's no, yeah. A lot of people gotta read and really enlighten themselves about other countries. Sweden does not have bail, so when they put you in or whatever, you're there until his trial. That's it. There's no questions about it. And it's like, at the end of the day, America works a little different. This is what, if you watched our other video about R. Kelly, and I talked about justice, and about how you should be innocent until proven guilty. Look at his situation. Because he's just guilty before even proven innocent. So sometimes the situation could look so bad, but then there's nothing going on. There's people that's in jail in America that should not be in jail. That's in jail. There's people that are in America that got released from jail and they served time that they should never got served. You know what I mean? And they lost years. You know what I'm saying? But in the case of ASAP Rocky, I feel he handled the situation terribly.
I disagree. He tried. I feel like he tried his best to get away from the situation, but if you have somebody following you over here trying to probably get clout or something like that, but it don't matter where you come from. You should be able to read body language.
They can follow me all they want. They can follow me till their face turn blue. But once you do something, this is now when law enforcement has to do something now. I would have called, I don't know if he got cars or a cab that he could have called. There's a way that he could have gotten out that situation without himself laying his hands on somebody. Once you do that, you take matters out of your own hands. It doesn't matter. They were following him and he hit the bodyguard, right? But in their eyes, he didn't even touch you yet, but he hit somebody else. Yes, he was harassing you guys, but you guys, it's not like you, ASAP Rocky, you got hit first. Before all this other evidence come out, there was a video that the video went viral of you beating up the dude. And not even you, y'all jumped him. I jumped the kid.
That's the one thing I don't agree with.
Y'all all jumped him. Stomped the boys out. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, y'all take matters out of your own hands. Y'all took it into your own hands because y'all was getting irritated. And you by no means, as a high profile artist, should be taking things out of in your own hands like that when you have so much to lose. This is why I'm not on the side like, listen, this is a person that got millions of dollars.
But if you do have millions of dollars, you also should have had somebody there to translate for you.
It's not about translating. It's about looking at if I need somebody for every situation that's wrong in my life, I need to reevaluate myself as a man, as a woman. It's not about that. When you see Oprah goes through stuff, you don't even hear it. You don't even see it. There's a way to go about every situation that, trust me, if you ever watched The Matrix, there's different outcomes, different ways you can go. That way was the worst way.
But you brought up the cops. He's not able to translate or figure out what number to call the cops, since that was another way of handling
I don't
the
believe
situation.
that. I don't believe that. Because at the end of the day, you can't disregard the fact that you could have done something else. Whether or not, if you want you are a group of guys, go wherever you please. At the end of the day, what are they going to do to you guys if they're just following you guys? If you call, and I doubt they're not the type of people that's going to call the police and say they're being followed and all those type of things. I'm just saying that, yes, the situation is bad. I believe he shouldn't have been locked up. And at least being there as long as he is. But let this go as a life lesson for him. That you have to be better, you have to make better choices. Because regardless of anything, you can't disregard that you're in another country, that you're not a resident in. They're already gonna treat you gonna treat you harshly. Period.
You're black too, so
you had to say that. Well, okay, and you're black. But even if
it's
you
the
was
truth.
in irregardless, they should have handled it better. And you have a video that went viral and millions, and you can just, at the end of the day, it's just so sad, because then he doesn't have nobody in his circle. No one was like, yo, we just out, we don't matter, we just out, man, we just out. I'm like a mediator. I'm like, yo, bro, we don't gotta do this. We out of here. We could call a cab. What are they gonna do? Follow us? I don't know how that works there. But they were just walking around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not walking around. I mean, and it's just and then the counter to what I just said is, what if I do want to walk around? I should be able to walk around and not be harassed. Okay, true. But when you have something going on, though, we have to do something to get rid of this stimuli without we having to put ourselves in the position to do something. This conversation is always going to be reverted on how the person was wrong, but the person is not charged because they don't see that they did anything wrong. So at the end of the day, we have to work with what is the evidence at hand. Now I'm talking on how these probably people are talking to each other in there. He's a person with so much money. Why is he just walking around? People with a lot of money don't just walk around. You know what I'm saying? They go in and they get out and go in a car and they gone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, he should be able to walk freely.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you are who you are. And you had somebody who was antagonizing a situation. There was something else that you had to do. You come on. It's about we have to learn. People say they have wisdom, but they only have knowledge. You only have knowledge, that's not wisdom. Where you gain the wisdom through growing through those growing pains. Because you can have knowledge, but you don't know how to apply it. You can know, probably he's thinking, I know he's in jail, damn, thinking of what he could have done different.
Yeah.
He's not in jail thinking about, damn, he is thinking about getting out, he don't want to be there. But he's I know at one point he thought, what can I have done? And if he's not, you should be thinking about what could I have done better so I wasn't here. Nobody cannot tell me that he could have done something different. Because we all can cry wolf. But that don't mean that's going to happen. Hello. We have to look at, we can't be biased. We have to look at what he did was also wrong. Because you can't fight fire with fire. Somebody's going to get burned. You know what I'm saying? And he got burnt. Because he got the house blew down burnt. He had them 3rd-degree burns. Because the other person, the only thing they came out with was a little scratch. And he came out with some burns. When you have too much to lose, you yourself can't be putting yourself in those situations to incriminate yourself. I'm just tired of seeing a lot of these black entertainers go in jail. And it's because of these wrong decisions that they're making.
No, it could also be the mentality that, you know, I got all this money, so I really don't have to worry about anything. So that could be the mindset also.
He made a video. I don't want no problem with these dudes. I spoke to them, but at the end of the day, they still were following y'all. They so what? Probably in their country, they were following you. Okay, but the only thing we see is they looking at y'all jumped them though. Y'all mugged them. It's hard, but they didn't beat you up like you beat them up. It's not right. The situation is not right. But what they did by taking matters in their own hands was worse for them. That's my take on it, man. I got none. ASAP, don't get me wrong, and anybody that looks at this video, ASAP Rocky is one of my favorite hip hop artists. He is my favorite hip hop artist in today's generation. He is. He's my favorite hip hop artist, but I don't like that he made that choice.
Right.
That's my opinion. I love his music. I buy his shit. I just don't like he made the wrong decision. And I hate when people are like, you know, when like they bring up the fact about, oh, remember when he brought up when he had an interview and he was asked about Ferguson, and he was like, man, I don't want to speak about that. I want to talk about my music and my newfound love with the drugs. And he said, I don't know nothing about that because I live in Soho and Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying? Some people, my take on that is that sometimes we go to the wrong people and expect them to have some sort of political view that's going to be defending black people. Not everybody's meant to be there. We forcefully put people in positions or want to hear like as if they have some sort of political intelligence or at least an awareness that's influential. Not a lot of people don't want to be that because they don't want the stigma and they don't want the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And we go to the wrong people to expect these things from. And that's the problem. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yes, even though I wish he had more of an educated response to that. Because now he's in a situation when he had a comment, he didn't want to talk about the injustice. But now he has injustice happening to him. He said, like I said again in another video with Martin Luther King said, the injustice anywhere, the injustice everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it could have been done better. And that's all I gotta say.
Definitely.
Could have been better. So I hope you guys stuck to this long, and if you did stay to this long, appreciate you, much love.
If you guys have any comments about the situation, let us know.
Yeah, definitely go. I'm dying to hear what you guys gotta say in the comments, man. Hit a like, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit the bell. Catch you guys in the next week.